Hello. I'd like to offer a Father's Day message. Today I watched the film Close and Loud in regard to 9/11 and what the feelings were as told through one boy. The thing is, what happens even during that time, November 2001 and the 2001 period was similar to the same types of feelings that one person was experiencing in the movie as I was the head of as I am the head of family since that time, and taking care of my mother. We both felt quite a bit. What happened though? The most important part of the movie was the talks. Do miss having talks with my dad, and some things about the ideas we used to talk about. Um, An important idea, though, that I would like to share, though, is one thing we both understood, which is why when we worked with different groups of different people, why there are certain groups of people we sort of were cautious of working with is people who are creative cannot work. Well, I should say cannot work, but do not work well with people who are going to be nitpicky, gotcha, brown-nosed, or power-hungry, because basically that shuts off the creativity. Of course, this exists in many workplaces, and that's a reality many creative people realize. But due to that it may exist, that's also part of the reason why many creative people, when Hillary Clinton says it takes a village to raise a person, to many creative class people would wish to take a break from the village, just have time meditation, quiet reflection, very much like a Buddhist practice, which is what I adopted and my dad and my family adopted. Some people may not understand this, but there was an episode once on Northern Exposure about one person who was who didn't quite understand this. They lived in a metropolitan area all their life, and they thought, well, basically, it's fine to be chatting, fine to be spying on people, fine to be talking about. When it came to a community where people just enjoyed being with each other, there are times they're basically just sitting together, just enjoying the scenery or other things are really beneficial. And this is something that even my dad and I used to enjoy basically on the summer on our deck. We'd go out and sit down in the evening, just listen to the crickets, watch a little bit. Sometimes if a neighbor walked by, say hello. My mother would sometimes come out and join us, or sometimes just watch TV. But either two of us or all three of us would sit out and just enjoy the quietness of the deck. Sometimes having iced tea, sometimes having a little snack. But many creative people do have to have times where they have to isolate themselves, because although we try very hard not to listen to what people are saying or gossiping, some people are so loud that you can, and it's a little bit. That's the reason why we need time for isolation, and even without that, just for isolation to basically just sort of meditate and also clear our thoughts as well. Everyone needs time, and your brain needs time basically where it doesn't have to be fully awake and functioning. If someone is in an environment where it's too aggressive, too much like a fishbowl, the brain is missing an important part of the function. And what happens, it's not a matter of just sleeping, it's a matter of actually having just quiet meditation, which is what I'm doing now. The thing is, as a closing thought on this Father's Day, like the movie, I do remember some things what my dad told me about, and I do know that he loved me and supported me. Sometimes at first he may not understood some things, but he did later. And I do hope, I do plan to continue the goals that I did start. Also, one thing I always do is emergency management planning newsletter, which I'm planning a special edition this weekend. This was something my dad was very happy to have that I published. I made available for everyone. If you wish, it's available on a Google News group, Science Military Naval, sci.military.naval, which you can subscribe to or unsubscribe as you wish. Some of the topics are military oriented, some are historically oriented, but many people do care who do post there. And it is run by the Naval Base at La Jolla, which is when I worked with SCS. They worked in partnership with the Naval Base at La Jolla. Well, I'm interested in your thoughts, and I hope this weekend everyone does take time to remember their father, and if possible, if you can't visit your father who passed away, at least think of them in your prayers. Thank you.